Hey there Lego fans, I just thought I'd show you my storage room. This is where I keep all my boxes from all the sets. So like, to be honest, like the Clone Wars ones, look, they're really good condition. Like I've got the boxes, they're almost like they were in the store. Like there's hardly any damage, there's a small dent on that one, but I tend to open these ones properly. Like when I have opened them, I don't use the little push tabs to damage the box, which causes creases, and then, you know, I just get a small knife around the edge with the glue goes or the tape, and I find they look a lot neater then. You can store them a lot easier. So look, I mean, that looks like, it looks like the shelves in Toys R Us back in the day. Like, they look awesome. So some of these I've got doubles, like this set here, I believe I got a double off, but this box is hollow. This set, however, is brand new. It's not even opened, but I have built up the other version of it, which is down there, so that's hollow. These two battle packs, the top one I believe is unbuilt. I mean, yeah, well, the assassin droid, so I think that went with the clone battle pack, so I'm not actually a big fan of that set. That one I did build, and they're all in my Lego tub somewhere. Yeah, I mean, they're like battle droids basically, and they're cheap. I don't really like them. The speeder's it's crappy speeder really. And the Hyena droid bomber, I did build that. It is a little flimsy on the wings, but yeah, I put all the boxes as well, so the box art is together as best I could anyway. Like the Clone Wars ones were a lot easier to do. The box of my ATT must still be down my parents' house somewhere. I couldn't find it, but I have got it because I've seen it recently and it's very good condition. So I got some good savings really on some of these. Like I didn't pay retail price for all of them. I tend to find them in the Entertainer toy shop, Toys R Us, and like, where did I get that from? Toy Town, wherever that is. I can't even remember where that is, but they tend to be reduced once they get discontinued and they can't sell them. Obviously no Clone Walker battle packs, like they were, they sold out, they never reduced those, I don't think. But yeah, then moving on to some of the older stuff, I got Imperial Inspection set. What I liked about this was the Stormtroopers, they had printed legs, and back then that was pretty rare. You wouldn't get that back in, I don't even know when this set came out. It must be like, I don't know, 2005, 2004, possibly later, but they also had flesh coloured Lego pieces instead of yellow, so it couldn't have been that early. But yeah, I did like that set, to be honest. It's all smashed up somewhere in my Lego set, but my Lego boxes, I will get round to. I keep the instructions inside all these boxes, so I can always rebuild them if I find all the pieces. It's just a case of going through all. There's the 2013 Republic Gunship, my favourite set. I sold my Clone Wars version because once this came out, it was the better version, and it makes sense having two of these than having one of those and one of those, because it'll just make that version look not as good, because it looked more like the 2002 original. The canopies were smoother on this, and there was a lot of plated parts. It looked a lot neater, so I did keep that one, and then I sold on the Clone Wars version, the Attack Gunship that was called. But yeah, and then box art sort of changed then. Like I think 2013 they had Yoda on. As I say, that's 2005 I think, I'm not too sure. Then 2010 they went to like Captain Rex in the corner, so you got the Geonosian fighter. You've got Mace Windu, his Starfighter with two stamp droids. I got Imperial V-Wing. To be honest, I don't remember buying that set. I think it might be one of my little brothers. The box is in really good condition. I don't know where the hell the V-Wing is. You got the later version of the Clone Battle Pack then with the Bark Speeder, the ARF Trooper. He was the new tooling in that. That's why I bought that set. He was the best character in the box, if you ask me. But yeah, then you've got the Mandalorian Battle Pack. So yeah, 4 all exactly the same. Not quite as good as a Clone Battle Pack, but it's better than an Assassin Droid Battle Pack, that's for sure. There's some original I believe for the 2002 releases for the movie. So you got Jedi Duel, this is when they still had yellow faces as well. So you got Count Dooku, Yoda, the original molded with a small head. You got a Vader transformation, that's from 2005 from Revenge of the Sith. So they went over to the skin coloured faces then rather than yellow. This is a pretty pointless set. It's just like a scene from a movie. I mean, it's okay, but I never really enjoyed it. I think I bought it because it was really cheap at the time. There's a Droid Tri-Fighter, the original 2005 version from the what do you call it, the Battle of Coruscant. That's quite nice. I did like that. They break quite easy because the titles fall off the sides a lot, but I have got that. I think I got a couple of them actually. They're smashed to bits currently, but I will rebuild them eventually. Then moving on, we've got the original Jabba sail barge. I really don't like Jabba. I don't mind Jabba as a character, but I don't like Jabba's palace and Jabba's sail barge and like anything from that. What do you call it? Return of the Jedi, like that opening scene when he's on Mos Eisley, not Mos, I can't think, Tatooine. Like they're good play sets for kids, but I mean every character you get in there, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. Like I did like it, it was just for display basically. Like I didn't play with it that much. It just got really dusty. It kept breaking, and I hit it with a Hoover a few times, and eventually, yeah, it just kept breaking. The sails fell off, so it's dismantled in my collection somewhere. But I do still have all the pieces. I think I sold a few of the characters though, like Lando. I definitely no longer have. But then yeah, moving up, we've got some 2002 sets. These I had. Do you know what? I think I've got these two. They're dismantled somewhere. Boxes have really beaten up with my 2002 sets, especially this one. It's also been chewed on the side or something. I don't know what happened to that. But yeah, I think I've got that. I don't know about the characters, but I've definitely got the speeders somewhere. And that's Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter again. Character, I think I've got the later one with the flesh-coloured face, but I'll have to rebuild that Starfighter. Most of these sets, to be honest, they're all broken. They're all dismantled, bar a few. But these are all the boxes. I never throw out boxes. Like as a collector, you should always keep the boxes. It makes them worth so much more, especially if you're selling them and you get sick of them. Without the box, they're just not worth as much money. Episode 1, that's a 1999 set, I believe. Flash speeder, again with the yellow faces. And I got two of these for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's because I like the battle droids because they were different colours at the time. They just stood out. So I got two of those. And I got two of these as well. I think I put them together originally because I wanted the Sand Trooper at the time. I think this is the first set he came in. He was really rare, so I was like, oh, do you know what? I ended up with two Greedos, which I didn't really need, but yeah, I put them together to build a bigger set, basically. And rather than it being sort of open plan, I enclosed these two together to make, like, you know, a whole building. I had two speeders as well, which I didn't really need, so I got loads of spares for them. But yeah, and then, so moving on then, we got, I think this came after the art. It's like the newer version of the Clone Wars, so you got 3 clones on this, and the one big zoomed up clone trooper. I bought a few of these actually because Snow Troopers, when I had the original 2003 AT-AT Walker, Snow Troopers were like really rare. They were only available in the expensive sets, but then when these sets come out, they totally like flooded the market with them. They become almost worthless overnight. But I do like Snow Troopers. The General Veers was a bit basic, but yeah. And I think it was the first time maybe they rehashed the Imperial Pilot for the AT-AT Walker, and yeah, they flooded the market with this set, so they devalued all of those like figures that were only available in the large AT-AT Walker previously. This is quite a late box art. I'm not too sure, but 2012 I think maybe these came out. The Darth Maul on the top. So we got Endor Battle Pack. These are sort of like Rebel Army figures. They don't even look like Star Wars unless you know what you're talking about. So yeah, they were okay. Classic Stormtrooper, the best version if you ask me, with that design and that blaster. I don't think he got blue on his helmet. I'm not sure, but I did like that version. Scout Trooper, classic Scout Trooper with a black head, I believe, instead of the aviator sunglasses head. I do like that. Speeder bikes downstairs in my stash. And you've got this is the Elite Clone Arc Trooper or something it's called. He's sort of a crossover between Phase 1 and Phase 2 armor, and then you've got the Arc Trooper with the red arms, and these commando droids. I haven't seen him in the Clone Wars yet. I don't know what episodes he's in, but if at all, it could be made up, I don't know. But he's pretty cool. I bought this set because I just thought, oh wow, he looks good, and it was the first time they'd done a remake of the it looked like Phase 3 armor, but it's a mixture of the two, so yeah, I definitely bought this set for him. Then on the floor here we've got some 2007 Battle Droid battle packs, and that was the one that went along with it, the clones, original Phase 2 armor with the shock trooper there with the black belt. Used the plain white one. I think it was 2 plain white ones, and you got people said it was Commander Cody when he was in the turbo tank, but it was called a Star Core Trooper or something in the end, and he didn't have the pauldron. I like this design when it came out, but as you know, the new ones have came out, I don't like that helmet design anymore. It looks dated, and the heads look too big as well, so yeah, I'm not a fan of that really. Prefer the newer version. Then we've got a Y-Wing. I don't know what era this, I guess it must be from 2007, that Y-Wing, because it's got the same box art as the battle packs. So I got that from Argos, I think. So yeah, I've got that set. I mean, it's easy, just the engines have fallen off, but it's easy to put back together, that set. So yeah, I should still have everything for that. X-Wings, they're 10 a penny. I mean, I don't know how many X-Wings I've had over the years. I think I've had every generation, but I've stopped buying them now just because I know that they're always going to make another one. And they, to be honest, like, they're not even white in the films. I don't know why they keep making them in white. Like, the original 1999 X-Wing, it was in grey, and it was my favourite one. Like, it was a bit crude and a bit, you know, it didn't really resemble an X-Wing that much, but at the time it was great, and it was the only one they've ever made in grey. Everyone since has been white, and I don't like the white one. It's the same with the Snowspeeder. They make them in like that light grey tiles, and they will look so much better. But yeah, that's my little rant about X-Wings. Not a big fan, although it is a classic ship from Star Wars. More 2005 sets. I don't know why I got 2 of these actually, because I hate Wookiees, if I'm honest, especially Kashyyyk Wookiee Warriors, I think they're called. You know, Chewbacca's okay, but he comes in so many sets, he's hardly rare, and I don't know, I just thought that little, what do you call it, Wookiee flying thing, it wasn't very good, it was quite crappy. But I did like the Corporate Alliance tank droid. It was in, I guess it just matched my droid Tri-Fighter at the time, and it's in that Separatist colour scheme rather than the grey that it normally is in films. I don't know. But yeah, I think I bought it for those. They are decent sets. And over here we've got a Gungan sub. Like, I don't know how the box fits. I know it looks quite beat up condition, but compared to my other episode 2 ones, it's actually decent. And I think I broke this like virtually after a week of having it when I was a kid. Like, I don't know what the hell this thing was. Like, this underwater scene, and like, it's hard to replicate an underwater scene when you're a kid. Like, you can take it in the bath with you, I guess, but then you risk the bits going down the plug hole. And I don't know, this film was okay, but at the time, like, yeah, it wasn't as good as the original trilogy, I don't think. And a submarine, it just didn't feel really Star Warsy. You want a spaceship, you don't want a submarine, that stupid monster thing, you know, that eats it in the film. I don't know. I've still got all the pieces. I find these little window pieces all the time, thinking they're off a TIE Fighter. And the printing on those, that was good, because they actually printed them and they weren't stickers. But I don't know, this set, even when the remake came out, it was like last on my list I was ever going to buy. I just don't like Gungan the scenes. Yeah, they're not cool. This, I think, is it an original? Yeah, I think it's an original 2005 from the film. It had the light up figure. So it's got a little Swamp Speeder down there with, I'm not sure what Legion those clones are from. They're green, but they're the original episode 3 style ones, with a see-through helmet and the black heads. They had Luminara with a, I think, yeah, was it Luminara? Yeah, with a light up lightsaber, and it's really with a mini Yoda. Yeah, there he is. Oh, yeah, I think that's the old man Yoda though. It wasn't actually the young Yoda, so they used the Return of the Jedi Yoda with his walking stick in there. I know he always had the stick, but he just looks really old by there compared to the in the 2005 he was sort of in his prime. Again, Wookiees. You know, I've had a million Chewbaccas and the Millennium Falcon sets and stuff. So yeah, this set, and again, it was just a crap. He only bought it because they had a light up lightsaber, and I wanted to collect all the characters. And the Swamp Speeder with the clones, like this whole Catamaran thing. Yeah, I didn't like it. I still have it, but it's all broken, and yeah, one of my least favourite sets Lego have made, I think. Coming over to another classic, I think this is from 1999, possibly 2000, not sure exactly. this is the original Imperial shuttle when they still had yellow skin. So yeah, I did like the shuttle, and I've built it loads of times, and then it's broken again over the years. I did have the Ultimate Collector's Edition one that came out. I love that one, and I recently sold it on eBay. So it's worth a lot of money, so I just cashed in on it basically, thinking that, you know, I find that white pieces are quite glossy anyway, so you can just buy a, you know, a rubbish knockoff version for like 50 quid, and sell the genuine Lego one, and you know, you can spend that on much more sets than you actually do want, rather than having a display item. So I thought, well, the stakes were high, so my Ultimate Collector's Edition genuine Lego Imperial shuttle. Unless they re-release it, I'll probably buy a fake just for display. I mean, you know, I find that the quality isn't there, is it, with the Lepin ones, I think they're called. So, but for display purposes, it's fine. To play with it, it is a bit floppy. I found out where the Naboo guy came from. He was in like this, I don't even know what it was. It must have been like a mini set, like a ball or something. Do you know what? They call it, are they mini fighters or something? I really don't like these little mini polybag builder kits. They normally come in. They're normally free gifts you get if you spend over a certain amount on the larger set. I just don't like these. I find they don't look that realistic. That one's okay, to be honest, but I'm just not a big fan of those. You know, they're too small and flimsy. You can't put characters in them. Yeah, it's a no from me with those. But yeah, and I've kept my boxes in the middle of the room, the ones that still are unbuilt. So I've got that one that I showed earlier with the Geonosian cannon. You've got another Snowtrooper battle pack. But this is the only set I think I bought from Rogue One. This is the Stormtroopers on, but I don't like the later version. Like, people tend to complain about that one. It's okay, but I don't know. I prefer the older ones. Maybe I'm just getting old. And the Death Troopers, they're cool. Who doesn't like them? I mean, I think I don't like stud shooters. Like, go back to the classic, you know, proper blasters. Like, they look much more closer to the E11 blasters that like Stormtroopers and Clone Troopers are supposed to have. Yeah, just stud shooters. I know they're for kids and play feature, but they just look rubbish. It looks like a hairdryer or a speed gun. Yeah, I don't like those. I've got a 2005 set opened actually. The original General Grievous's just got a wheel bike with I don't know what that thing's called, but it makes a funny noise. Yeah, Commander Cody shoots him off the wall with the ATT. But yeah, pretty good condition box. So I'll see the other things that you could buy at the time. I had that as well, that set is somewhere, and that. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's the one for one I mentioned earlier. 2010, but it looks like it's Rex on the box. And then I've got Jedi Starfighter with a hyperdrive booster ring. Box is really squashed with that one, but it might have been an exclusive actually, Toys R Us exclusive or something. I don't know, I can't remember, but you couldn't get that everywhere. I know that. It might have even been from a store that closed down, like a bit like Toys R Us, but like I think it was Woolworths. It closed down a lot earlier than that, and it was one of the first high street stores to like go out of business. And I think that's why I didn't open it. It might have been exclusive. I'm not too sure though, because I think in the UK it might have been exclusive, but in America and other countries it was just general release. So I don't know. Box is a bit damaged, but everything is in there, unopened. Look at my books. I'm gonna do a bit of reading on these because I'm only just getting back into sort of collecting, and I'm a bit rusty on what came with what and you know, what not. But I think that was the original, and these got some bonus minifigures from the celebration scene at the end of the original Star Wars. But yeah, pretty cool. And then just got a few in the window. This is the light up TIE Fighter with the Darth Vader. Lego quickly stopped doing these because I used to go in Toys R Us when I was a kid, and people had stolen the lighter figures by putting their fingers and just ripping all the plastic, and yeah, they'd have to discount then the whole set because the figure was stolen. Not good. Yeah, those from downstairs. They're I didn't build the actual Lego, but I took the figures out. But yeah, so this is where I keep my boxes. This is going to be my Lego room. It's very small actually. It's my third bedroom that I don't have any idea what to do with, and I don't really want a walk-in wardrobe. As you can see, the room is like an office-sized room with a single window. So I'm going to get some shelves put in, or like a, you know, a shelving rack, and just once all these sets are built up, or future ones I may buy, display them in here. And I need somewhere to keep them as well, because I've got cats and they will destroy these boxes and they'll lose Lego pieces. So yeah, this is my Lego room. I do need a new carpet though. That carpet was just here when I moved in. But yeah, I know. And it's got a blind as well, so I can pull that down to stop the boxes fading and any sets getting sun bleached. So yeah, that should save. Nothing worse than sun bleached bricks. So yeah, this will be my Lego room in future. I won't build sets in here, I don't think. It'll just be where I display them so they don't get damaged. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Any sets or any questions, anything Star Wars or Lego related, drop in the comments. But yeah, peace out.